So Shorn, I note with admiration that you drove off the enemy long before our arrival.
Lord Chaka, I can accept but a modest amount of your generous praise. Most of the credit goes to Prince Rackle and the 5 stalwart cavaliers of nature. Without their skill, bravery, and powers, I would not be here to tell you about it.
Excellent. I believe, Cordell, that we should bivouac here. That will give Sir Shorn's troops a chance to rest while we assess the situation.
All right. Pay close attention, all of you. We're setting up camp here. Is that understood? Go get everything ready. Move.
Yes, sir!
Come on.
I wonder what they're saying in there.
It's all my fault. I should never have risked Sir Shorn's life by sending him out on a scouting mission with only a handful of troops. He's too important for us. Thank goodness he's still alive. He's the only one who could lead us to the Enchanted Forest, after all.
I am a knight and cannot be excluded from battle. I would die from such a stain on my honor.
Sir Shorn, believe me, no one has any intention of excluding you from the final battle. But the way is still long and arduous, and its end will bring about the final engagement, where we will have need of you as much as of the air we breathe. So I've decided that now Sir Shorn will be stationed in the center of the formation along with Prince Rackle, and guarded by the 5 Cavaliers of Nature, along with the 5 young Cavaliers of the Prince's personal bodyguard. Agreed?
Yeah.
Kindra, do you know what I miss most? The silvery chime of your merry laughter that daily resounded through the woods.
Listen to me, everyone. Rackle and the dinosaur army are on the march again. We weren't able to block them with our last attempt. We have to find a way of weakening them before we attack again.
Which direction is the army going?
They're on the plateau above the Silver Rivers, and they're headed toward the Arid Lands.
I know what to do. Before they can get their supplies of water for the crossing, we have to dry up every stream in the area. So when they're in the arid lands, the hot sun will do the work for us.
I always said that you were the brains in this outfit, man.
Wait a minute. Even if we sent all our troops, we don't have enough time to dam every single source of water on the high plateau. But there's another solution we haven't thought about. Remember, Maya and Barbarios are master illusionists. And with their help, Rackle and his dinosaurs will be tangling with a whole different type of dry river beds. A toast to our success!
To our success!
Oh, Barbarios, this is so much
much fun!
Sir Sean, look here. If we keep on going according to this map, soon we'll come to the arid lands. They're right in our path. Here, take a look. In that case, don't you understand?
Yes, that's true, Myelin.
In that case, well...
What is it? What's the problem?
Rodette, would you drop by for a little chat? Those are somewhat inhospitable lands we're going to cross. And we have to be well stocked up on food and water. That's why I asked Rodette to come down.
At your orders, Myelin.
Ah, yes, good man. Do me a favor, will you? Take a reconnaissance flight in the direction we're marching. Try to spot a lake or a river or any body of water large enough so that we can provision the entire army with it.
I'm taking off.
Wait, Rodette, I'd like to go with you. We're not in any danger.
Well, all right, but be careful.
Which means if you run into any trouble, don't go wading into it. Come back.
Goodbye.
Take care of him, Rodette. Don't be gone too long.
Stop worrying. I don't believe it. This area should be covered with streams and rivers and lakes.
Look down there, Prince Rackle. There used to be a waterfall into a lake down there.
Let me have a closer look. Huh?
Norak, Tanor, over here quickly. New flying orders. Listen carefully. I want one of you to head due west, the other to head due east, looking for water. Cover at least 10 miles, then rendezvous back here at this dry lake. Is that clear? Then go!
Listen, we've got to stop for water. Everyone's canteen is bone dry.
I know, Cordell, but when Rodette comes back, he'll lead us to a river where we can make ourselves at home.
There's no sign of water. Let's go back to the base.
Thank goodness the two of you are back. The troops can't take much more. I trust you have good news for us.
It's incredible. All the rivers, lakes, and streams are completely dried up.
We must take the necessary measures. Strict water rationing. Advise the division heads now, Cordell.
Right.
There's something abnormal about this unexpected drought. I wonder if Maya and company, but I don't see how they could possibly do it.
If this is Maya's doing, then we should get off this plateau.
Anglung's right. We should move out right now.
Look at that. They're in a trap, the little idiots.
There isn't a drop of water left anywhere. The situation's desperate.
Prince Rackle!
He'll be happy to know.
Yes, of course.
My brother has something to say.
I know beyond doubt that we are near my element, water. We're going off to find it, and we'll come back soon.
Well, let them rest.
At ease, all of you!
Well, now maybe we'll get the water we need. But look at how we're all boxed in. I don't remember seeing those cliffs before.
To arms! They're coming out of the rocks!
We'll run them through.
Well, not a single loss, but we certainly need the Cavaliers and their water.
Show them who you are, Cavaliers! Send them back where they belong!
Long live the chief!
Long live the chief!
Come back out, you foul devils! I'm not finished with you! Come back out!
I was right, Prince Rackle. There's water nearby, right at the end of the canyon. I suggest we move.
Forward!
for? You can come! Come, all of you! Drink your fill! It's fresh and pure!
Stand back!
Wait, let me see what's wrong. Oh. Huh?
Wait!
This can only be one of Maya's vile tricks.
Fetch the water gourds. We'll fill them up by hand so everyone will at least get a drink, even if that's all we can do.
Your water bottles!
What? Huh? Huh?
Won't anyone listen to me? I tell you, this is one of Maya's foul sorceries.
Oh, that can't be true. If this were, as you say, one of Maya's sorceries, I too would be suffering the consequences, but I'm not.
I want you all to hear what I have to say! I'd like to point out that we have not one, but two very important problems to solve. Obviously, the first one is the lack of drinking water. Then, in case you haven't noticed, this fountain is blocking our progress.
And if Maya and her partners in crime are waiting to attack us, we are in no shape to defend ourselves. Our troops are tired out. They need a rest.
Forgive me for interrupting this conversation taking place among my superiors, but I might have an idea.
Speak up then, lad. So far, your ideas haven't been bad at all.
Thank you, sir. I was thinking that at the moment, we're underground, which is the kingdom of the trolls. And our Lord Chaka, who claims sovereignty over the Forgotten Lands, is also the king of the trolls. He could ask them.
Indeed.
I think the trolls would be sure to know why the fountain is blocking our way.
I take back everything I ever said about you and your hooky black little gang. I hadn't even thought of the trolls myself. Can you believe it? Eglon, I thank you in the name of your country.
Yeah, great idea.
It's a pity the lad doesn't...
Well,
you know.
Oh, sure. Go to school.
I fear that I will be unable to carry out the mission entrusted to me simply because there is a fountain standing in my way. The dishonor will be unbearable. I will be the laughingstock of the entire Brotherhood. Oh, why? Why?
I'll tell you, it's because water is the most precious element on our planet. But everyone wastes it, and no one respects it. We ask you to stop taking us for granted, stop dirtying us, and stop polluting us. Yes, Sir Sean, the magic ring has granted you the honor of speaking with the sacred fountain. If we are condemned to go on suffering these base actions of living beings, the precious vital moisture will withdraw from every being, plant as well as animal, and we will die along with you.
are absolutely right, Sacred Fountain, and I humbly beg your pardon for my past misdeeds. But in future, I will accord you all honor and respect. I swear.
We have heard your words, Sir Sean, and we judge that they come from an honest and sincere heart. Far from being a laughingstock, from now on you shall be known as Sir Sean Braveheart of the Sacred Fountain, and you will be allowed to add our device to your coat of arms and to display it on your mail.
This is a great honor.
We will allow to pass only those for whom you vouch personally, Sir Sean, and only one at a time. We will refresh them and give them all the water they need to complete their journey. Good luck, Sir Sean Braveheart of the Sacred Fountain.
Hurry! Gather round! I have something important to tell you. Hurry!
There's no need, dear friend. The fountain allowed us to hear everything you said to each other. Let me hear it for Sir Sean, Knight of the Sacred Fountain!
Come! My lord.
We'll see. That's terrific!
The fountain is our friend now. Go ahead, men. Go on.